Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. I hope everyone is having a very, very awesome Monday. What is it? June 29th, 2026. Hello to everyone. Yes. Okay, I wanted to do a video today to talk about the BET Awards. They were yesterday. It was yesterday. And I wanted to get on here today and talk about, what I saw, what I liked, and just have a conversation about that. So make sure you guys come on in, sit down, okay, get comfortable. We're about to have a good time. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. I really would appreciate it. It's a free way to support your girl Sunshine here, all right? Thank you so much for watching. To all my new subscribers, thank you so much. Y'all, I am almost at that spot. What's up, Chris? What's going on? Yes, I am almost at 1,000 subscribers, which would be my first real goal here on YouTube. I'm so excited about it. And I know I threw myself off when I wasn't on here for like the past week. That threw my algorithm all the way off. Please believe YouTube will let you know when you're messing up. Okay? Because when you try to come back on, they're going to be like, I'm like, where is everybody? Where is everyone? But regardless, I'm back. That's all that matters. I did. That's what I'm talking about today. The BET Awards, you guys. Did y'all see it? Y'all know I had to watch it because Druski was the host. Okay? Let's talk about Druski being the host of the BET Awards, you guys. Oh my goodness. To me, I feel like Druski revived BET. Okay? He brought it back to life. If they wouldn't have had Druski as the host, I don't think nobody would have watched it. This is the first time that I've watched BET Awards in years. Like, it's been years. Like, I haven't really watched no type of awards. But Druski came with the mess. He came with the messiness, all right? He pissed the Christians off. Okay, there's a lot of Christians posting, talking about why would he get on there and diss Christianity and everything? Y'all, I'm not even going to get into the whole Christian thing because I know that could be a very, very touchy subject. All I'm going to say is make sure y'all subscribe to your girl channel here, all right? Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when I go live or when I post the video, and give me a thumbs up. I really would appreciate it. That's what I'm going to say about that, okay? But I really feel like Druski revived BET Awards. I don't know who else could have did it and brought it back to life. They needed that young energy to bring the fire, and he definitely brought it. And to me, I feel like, if they stay on that track, let Druski host it another year, they'll be okay. I feel like they'll be okay if they stay on that track. So yes, Cardi B was awesome. Cardi B was amazing. She did her thing. I'm going to tell you what I really liked about Cardi B's performance, okay? She had a lot of action in it. Now, y'all know Cardi B is a mother of 3, but Cardi B got her butt out there, and I guess she said if Beyonce's still working the stage, she's going to work the stage too. Y'all, Cardi B got out there and worked that stage like it wasn't nobody business, okay? She was on motorcycles. If y'all ain't seen it, y'all got to go check it out. She was on motorcycles. She was on the pole, the stripper pole. She was walking around, singing, dancing, doing her thing. And I like the fact that her performance didn't look nothing like when she was on tour, because she just ended a tour. And I was wondering, is Cardi B going to be there? And she was. She showed up and she showed out. Her performance didn't look like nothing I've seen from her tour. And I like that because, you think about it, most of those people probably went to Cardi B's concert, right? So they don't want to see her doing the same old thing. Nah, she came with, I mean, it was nice. It was real nice. I felt real good about her performance. She looked good. She sounded, the sound was off, but it was like that for a lot of artists, I will say. But anyway, T.I. was there, okay? He came out, had a great performance. He had King in the car, driving the car, even though they wasn't going anywhere. But they had this old school, what they call those cars? Dupes? Not dupes. Donks? Or something like that. I don't know. He had this old school car on stage because he is the king of the South. You got to give him that credit. He is. He's still doing this thing. And I like the fact that T.I.'s music is not like degrading anyone. It's not degrading women. It's not degrading children, men, nobody. It's just good music that you could just chill to. You know, you can relax. It's definitely some grown folk music, okay? Grown folk hip hop. And I'm glad to see T.I. still in the game because you know, you don't want to hear all that BS all the time. You know, that might be good when you're trying to be a little ratchet, you know, for a little bit, for a little minute, real quick. But then you really, you know, if you're grown like me, right? You want to hear some grown music, but hip hop, still tasteful, you know. And he came and did the whole thing. His son King was there on stage with him. He also had what's the guy name? Oh my goodness. What's up from Morocco? What's going on? Oh, the handsome guy, Dro. He had Dro out there. Dro didn't really do anything. That was kind of weird to me. He was on stage and he had a microphone, but I don't know. I guess he just wanted to bring him out. I love the fact that he did bring Dro out because Dro is so handsome too. T.I. is too. He's just, oh my goodness. Just, I like the fact that T.I. is very family oriented, right? He loves his family, okay? He takes his wife everywhere, no matter how rough she looking, okay? Because y'all know we can look rough at times, right? But we know how to get pretty too, okay? We know how to get on our, right? That's just people. That's just human nature. You know, you may not look good all the time, but T.I. does not play by his wife Tiny. And if you know what I know, a lot of times people do a lot of picking on her, but Tiny hasn't did anything to anyone. I love T.I. and Tiny and their whole dynamic. It works for me, you know. So that was good seeing T.I. and King on stage, and also Dro. If you don't know, young Dro, well, he's not young Dro, I think it's just Dro. He used to date Fantasia back in the day, if you don't know. But yeah, but he messed that up, obviously. And I was like, oh, he ain't right. He ain't right. He diss my girl. He ain't with my girl. That's supposed to have been him holding Fantasia down right here. But nah, he want to be a playboy. So yeah, anyway, moving on. Lauryn Hill received the Living Legend Award, okay? And you got to give it up for Lauryn Hill. She has been through so much, okay, when it comes to the music industry, all right? They done tried to rip her from her music, everything that she worked so hard for, with her beautiful voice, you know, with her soulfulness, with her just everything about Lauryn Hill is just like spiritual mother. That's what I get from it. She's just always being that type of person, soulful, and yeah, so I just love that about Lauryn Hill. She definitely deserved that award. Now, she gave a speech and she was pretty much talking, but it seemed like she was talking to her children, because she was saying, I do this for y'all, I fight for y'all and everything. I don't know, but Lauryn Hill is deep like that. So if y'all go back and watch the playback, it may sound a little weird, but that's Lauryn Hill. To know her, I don't know her personally, of course, but to understand what she's been through in the music industry and how they tried to tear this woman down, but she's still got back up and keep fighting. And, you know, I'm glad that they gave her the award. Speaking of awards, Tiana Taylor received an award as well. She received the Icon Award. Now, I really didn't understand that. The Icon of the Year award. Tiana Taylor is bad. Don't get me wrong. She's bad. Nice body. Seemed like a very nice personality. She's funny, actually. She made a lot of jokes, and they were actually good jokes. And I was like, okay, I could tell she's probably a trip to hang around. But I don't know about Icon. But if you think about it, I don't know who else would have been Icon. But I don't know who names they had on the list either. But I don't know. It just seemed like she's a little young to be the Icon of the Year. But I don't know. I don't know. Okay. And the dresses she wore this blue dress when she received her Icon Award, and her boob was almost out. And I was just like, I don't know. That was kind of tacky to me. I don't know. That's just me. And then on the red carpet, she wore this dress. It was given like Queen Charlotte or something. It was giving, those dresses the queens wore, and they had those things on the hips. So this might be your body, right? But then this is your hips. It was real wide and giving Queen Elizabeth or some mess. I don't know. That was kind of weird to me. But either way, she still looks good. She's a great young lady, or young woman, I would say. Also, Janet Jackson gave Tiana Taylor her award, and I was like, and I'm glad that Tiana Taylor gave Janet Jackson her props all the way. Okay, when she first started, when she received that award and she got on stage, she got up there and she was just like, Janet, oh my goodness, she gave Janet all her props. And I felt like that was deserving, because Janet Jackson should be the icon of just icon, period. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who all was on the list or whatever. But I like the fact that Tiana Taylor gave Janet Jackson all the praises and everything. She says she loves Janet Jackson. She adores her. They're actually friends. They talk. She said she could call her up. She has her number. And I thought that was pretty cool. And Janet was sitting there looking like, yes, I'm the true icon. But it's okay. I was like, okay, Janet is a trip. I that's all I'll say. Y'all watch the award, where the part where Tiana Taylor received that award and she was talking to Janet Jackson. I thought she wasn't going to stop, but I did like the fact that she kept giving Janet her props, because Janet definitely deserved it. She got dressed and came to the award show to give Tiana Taylor an award. Now, don't get me wrong, Tiana Taylor is bad. Like I said, dance moves, oh my goodness. And she said she's been in the game for 20 years. I didn't even know she's been in the game that long. But she definitely says she's been in the game 20 years. She's working hard. She's been working hard. And she said she deserved that award. And I was like, good for you. Good for you. Oh, Janet Jackson had on a Tupac shirt. She had Tupac on the left side of her shirt, which I thought was so very cool, because if y'all don't know, okay, let me remind y'all, come August is the first Tupac trial with Keefe D. And I believe that's in Las Vegas. So yes, I'll definitely be going over that trial, because, man, we need to get to the bottom of who took away Tupac and Biggie. For real. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. I ain't gonna get into a long drawn out thing, but yeah, like I said, Cardi B looked awesome. Y'all, why Klay Thomas showed up to the awards with his baby mama and his children and their children? No Megan Thee Stallion in sight. She didn't even show up to the awards. Speaking of Megan Thee Stallion, Jay-Z and Beyonce didn't show up. I didn't see them there Of course, Rihanna wasn't there. I don't think any Rock Nation folks was there. I don't know who's on that label, who's all on that label, but I know none of them showed up. I thought that was real strange how Jay-Z he's showing his face in so many places trying to be seen. And this would have been a great way to be like, I'm just like everybody else. But he sees himself as Hove, so he should be worshipped, not no one else. And now that I think about it, do y'all remember that Beyonce had, or I don't know if it was her church or if people just opened a church for Beyonce. I remember there was a church that worshiped Beyonce. But anyway, that has nothing to do with the awards. Back to Klay Thomas, who brought his baby mama and his children. Now, that should tell a lot of women a lot of stuff there, okay? That should make it very clear when you're out here messing with these men, y'all, okay? Let me get into it real quick, okay? Let me talk about it just a little bit. Just a little bit, right? Okay? You're messing with a man who has multiple children, probably has multiple baby mamas. Why do you think you're going to be special? Why do you think you're going to be the number one? Make it make sense, okay? Obviously, he likes having a good time with women because he has a lot of women and children. So don't insert yourself in a situation and put yourself all out there just to be made a fool of, because you're out here making a fool of yourself. Because ain't nobody told you to cook dinner for him and his parents and everybody. Ain't nobody told you to do that. I would have been spending his money and got the whole thing catered, okay? And just arranged it how I wanted it to be. I'm not gonna get out there and be cooking in the kitchen and slaving in the, you know how hot. How many folks have actually cooked for Thanksgiving or Christmas? Okay? It is stressful. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of dishes you got to cook in a short amount of time. Everybody's hungry. They're all looking at you hungry. And no, that's not what you do. Okay? You got money too. Make that man spend his money. All right? Instead of trying to act like you're something you're not. Okay? Because no, we're not doing that. All right, ladies, get it together. All right? Let that man do some work. Let him do it. It's okay. Yeah, it's all right. So Dame Dash. So if you don't know, BET Awards, they have a whole lot of things going, right? They have the red carpet show, which is the whole show of everyone coming in looking their greatest, right? They come in with an outfit. A lot of times the artists or the celebrities may change up their outfits to sit in the crowd or because they're going to perform or something. And then they have shows like interviews and stuff, or they'll have like a whole like a yeah, that happens a lot around here. But they'll have like a show where it's just like a concert. So there was a section or a part of the BET Awards where it was like they had Dame Dash and the president of BET, Louis Carr or something. I think that's his name. And I guess they were both being asked questions. And Dame Dash said that BET is not black owned and it's not for the people. And Louis Carr was like, he's the president of BET. He was like, so? And I thought it was real strange that was pretty much all he could say was so. And he was like, so it can still give you a platform to be here to, you know, to talk on stage. He said, look, you're here. You're able to speak to the people. He said, you still have a platform to do that. And Dame Dash was like, but ain't nobody making no money. And to me, that makes a whole lot of sense. Because, yeah, back in the day, it might have been cool to be an artist so you could be a celebrity. Everyone knows your name. But what about money? Okay? And Dame Dash went into details. He was not holding back. He said, nah, everybody broke. He said, times are hard. Okay, a lot of artists not making no money. He said, when the last time someone sold records and made money from selling records? No one's making money. The record label's not even making money off selling the record. So he brought up a very, very good, you know, things, topics that very realistic. And a lot of times that makes people nervous, especially the president of BET. You telling him that, yeah, BET is not even black owned. You think he don't care? That man getting paid to do a job. He doesn't care. And then, of course, he's going to debate you on stage because now you're threatening his position, and he doesn't want to make it look like, yeah, he agree with you. I thought that was real cool that Dame Dash is definitely a true one to me. Even though he's super cocky, and I can't stand Dame Dash sometimes. But to be honest, he makes a lot of great points. He tells it like it is, and a lot of times you don't get the real. And I'm the type of person, I like to get the real. Okay, don't sugarcoat stuff for me and tell me it's sunny outside when it's actually raining. Like Dame Dash said, these artists are starving. They're hungry. They don't have money. They out here portraying themselves as a rich celebrity and ain't got no money in the bank account. Could barely hold on to their house and to their cars and everything they have, all to keep up the look. And I just thought that was real great that Dame Dash, is my phone lagging? I think it's me just moving this desk. But I thought that was real great that Dame Dash, he stays on his what am I trying to say? However he feels, he stands on that. He's true to that. And he don't hold back. Probably because he know that he doesn't make his money from selling records, okay? He could make his money from getting interviews or doing interviews, right? And on top of that, he could make money from creating his own podcast, which is what a lot of artists are doing. And celebrities, a lot of actors and actresses, they're creating podcasts because the music and the acting is not paying them money. SZA was there? Okay. I didn't see SZA there. All right, I'm gonna have to look her up. It was a lot of people I didn't know. Yeah, a lot of people I didn't know. But they all look nice. But I was like, who is that? Okay, who is that? And then who is that? Yeah, there was a lot going on. But anyway, Kalani performed, and she looks gorgeous as always. Her performance, the way she sung her song, it was given like NPR without the NPR. She changed it up and did it a little different. She made this her song sound more like a classic, like a classic musical, something like that. It was a little boring to me, but it did show off her vocal talents, I felt like. And Jamie Foxx played the piano, and his daughter was there. What's her name? I forgot her name, but she's 17 years old. She played the guitar. She was there. She played the guitar, and you really couldn't see her face because her hair was like this. Like, it was like this, and she was there up under it, and I'm like, okay, all right, okay, all right. You're not going to show your face. We're not going to ask to see it. All right, but I thought that was real beautiful at the same time. But I was hoping that they would have did something fun or something, to kind of liven it up. But it was just like I'm about to go to the bathroom real quick. Like, you ever watch a performance and you see your favorite celebrity and they're performing, you're not going to the bathroom. You're not going to miss any part of that show, right? I just thought it was real boring. And Jamie Foxx is like 50, something, 53 or something like that. He has the baby on the way. Yeah. So congratulations to him. Yeah. Um oh y'all. So on the BET Awards, y'all, why did the BET Awards, they honored D'Angelo by having his 3 children speak and honor him. But they did not honor Angie Stone. The nerve. That's the one thing that pissed me off about the BET Awards. How the hell y'all forgot about Angie Stone? Angie Stone made D'Angelo, okay? D'Angelo was given to Angie Stone so she could create him as an artist, so she could give him his style. And she did that for many people, including Mary J. Blige, allegedly, including, who else? It's another female artist that she made as well. I forgot the other artist. Dang, I forgot the other artist. Who was, anyway, it was another artist. So Angie Stone, she did a lot for music, okay? Talking about the soulful goddess, okay? And they didn't even honor her, but they honored D'Angelo? I don't even remember anything D'Angelo did except for the one where he was naked. How Does It Feel? I think that's the name of it. And I was about to say Sweet Lady, but he didn't do that. That was Tyrese. Lady. You're my lady. Like, other than that, like, I don't think I know anything else. And for them to honor D'Angelo, but don't honor Angie Stone? The nerve. Knowing how she went down, too? Somebody need to get fired. Or at least a pay cut. Somebody pay needs to get deducted a couple percentages. Because I cannot believe that. To me, that was very disrespectful. I cannot believe they did not honor Angie Stone. I feel some type of way. I hurt because Angie Stone was not honored. I'm hurt. And then, you know, D'Angelo and Angie Stone shared a son together. And then why he didn't make sure they honored his mom too? Weird. I don't know. That really hurt. That really hurt. But anyway, moving on. So Lotto was there, okay, giving all body, y'all, okay? Lotto looks amazing. And I know how those artists do. I know they have those babies and then they go have surgery and then they get the tuck and stuck and everything and then they come back out here looking gorgeous. Well, Lotto did exactly that. I don't know what all she did with her body. Skin was tight. Body was tight. She had on this whole see-through, long, black, see-through something. Body was everywhere and in the right place at the same time. She just looked gorgeous, okay? She did her thing. Of course, she was alone because we know she can't be with the one she wants to be in public. Poor thing. But she was definitely giving body. Okay, she looked real good on the red carpet. There was this girl there, Alondra, another person. I do not know who that woman is. Gorgeous, y'all. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous. Okay. She was like chocolate brown, like they poured milk chocolate all over her body, okay, except for her hair. And she had this yellow dress on, okay? And her skin, her complexion and that yellow dress just popped. And she just looked gorgeous. I don't know who she is. I didn't look her up or anything. But she looked gorgeous. I was like, oh my goodness. Just gorgeous. Like, these girls are killing it. Like, more power to you, okay? Just killing it. Looking gorgeous. Lucky Day was there. I think I know a song of his. I'm not quite sure if he's African or what? I don't know, but he looked good. Okay, I'm talking about the chest. He had on this black these black pants. They look normal, right? And this red like a red jacket, but it didn't close all the way. It was just it was a jacket, but it looked more like an open vest. Right? It was open, showing all his chest. He looked so good. I was like, okay. Okay, I see you. All right. Okay, and then the baby looked so handsome. He had on this nice little outfit on. It was like an old-timey suit. It was given what's that movie that Michael B. Jordan played in? Sinners. It was given those type of vibes. Like that time frame, that's what it gave. That time frame, but he had this little hat on that looked like a church lady hat. I'm gonna be honest. That hat looked like something one of the little old ladies in church would wear. And it had that little veil on it. And I realized Janet Jackson hat had the veil on it too. Now, Janet Jackson had on all black. Y'all know how she do. Normally, that's like her signature color, right? But she had this hat on. It was black. And it had that little net on it too. Almost like a little veil over her hat. And I don't know if they was giving those out. But the baby, he is a handsome ass guy. Oh my, handsome. And he looked like he's just a little bitty guy too. Like he looks real little. But I mean, his body is like right. Okay. I'm just keep it like that. Yeah. Very nice looking guy. His outfit looked good. He looked amazing except for that little old lady hat on. I was like, who put that hat on him? They messed the whole outfit up when they put that little bitty hat on. Y'all check it out, okay? Look him up. He looks amazing. Oh, Money Long and Akeem, I guess that was her husband, Akeem. But they both look good. It wasn't nothing that really stood out about them. You know, she's very thin, so she could wear anything. She looked real good in her dress and everything. But her man looked like he might be one of those theys. I'm gonna just keep it like that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say. Jacob Lattimore was there. If y'all don't know who Jacob Lattimore is, he is the guy from The Chi. The little cutie pie, okay? He's the one who has the barbecue restaurant. If you watched The Chi before. And I really need to get, I gotta look up this show because I love The Chi. And then I stopped watching it. I think my subscription ended. I gotta find somebody's subscription so I can get caught back up. Because I think this is the last season, or they already did the last season or something. Anyway, he looked very handsome. Very, very handsome. I was like, okay, I see you. Lizzo, y'all. Lizzo looked gorgeous. Lizzo had on clothes. Okay? Not only did Lizzo have on clothes, and I'm going to tell y'all, Lizzo is a beautiful girl. She is, but she always given, or she used to be, showing like stuff we don't need to see, right? But she had on clothing. She looked amazing. But I will say, it looked like she gained back the weight that she lost. I don't understand. It's like, what happened? I just wonder, like, if you're on Ozempic and you stop taking Ozempic, I wonder if you gain that weight back, like, just like that, like, real quick. Because I'm thinking she lost a lot of weight. And I remember when I saw her and I was like, Lizzo looks good. She done lost all this weight. Like, wow, you wouldn't even know it's Lizzo. And now she looks like Lizzo again. And I'm like, well, how did she do that? You worked that hard to lose the weight and then you gain the weight right back? She still looks gorgeous. Still look beautiful. But yes, Kiki Palmer was there. Yeah, she was there. She looked real nice. The dress she had on the red carpet looked like a garment that was made of diamonds, and it just looked like it was just draped across her. She looks very good. She has lost a lot of weight as well. She's getting thinner and thinner. And I bet it's just her just trying to keep up, because I noticed that a lot of these artists and celebrities, they're lose, especially the women. It's more of the women than the men, right? The women, they always lose so much weight. And I guess it's hard to keep up, but I'm thinking Hollywood ain't doing what Hollywood used to do back in the day, right? Hollywood ain't paying like Hollywood used to pay back in the day. So it seems like you wouldn't even have to be losing all that weight like that. But Kiki Palmer don't need to lose no more weight. She need to sit down somewhere. Matter of fact, I really like Kiki Palmer, and I thought that she was just going to go away real quick. But she's been around for so long, okay? Aquila and the Bee. Like, she's been around for a very long time. She was around before Aquila and the Bee. So, I'm glad to see that she's still holding on. She's a very good actress. Very, very good actress. She also did a TED Talk. Y'all should check that out, talking about her life. If y'all know anything about TED Talk, I actually want to be on TED Talk one day. That's one of my future goals, is to be on TED Talk. But she did hers, and I believe it's like 1 million views. But definitely worth watching. Yeah, who else? Who else I want to talk about? So there was like, okay, so it's the BET Awards, right? So BET, they used to have like a bad rep back in the day. It got a little rough a couple of times. They did have a little scuffle. Okay, it was almost a fight, but it didn't happen. And good thing it didn't, because then we'll be having a different conversation, right? I probably would have started off with that, but it looked like there was a disagreement. But they were able to get them to separate those two, and the party still went on, and the show was great. To me, my overall I can't talk opinion of the BET Awards is it was great. It was good. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I have not seen the BET Awards in years. Probably about 10 years. Like, I don't know the last time I watched the BET Awards. But because Druski said he was hosting it, I was like, hell yeah, I'm watching the damn BET Awards, because Druski on there. If y'all don't know, Druski has come out with, what is his show? Could have been the Daddy. Druski is a freaking trip, y'all. Y'all like a good laugh, check out Druski on YouTube, y'all. Not only does he have the Could Have Been Love, that he does a lot, where he has the ladies on there, and then they're competing to be with him, but he doesn't want none of them. You can definitely tell it's just a show, just to show, I don't know, show off or something. I don't know, make money, get sponsorships. I don't know the reason why, because he's not actually with the women. But anyway, his new show is with him and Bambi. Okay, if you remember Bambi from the first season of Could Have Been Love, she won, and he's taking great care of her. I love how Druski is supporting this girl, okay? Because I like Bambi. She's down to earth. She's very cool. I think I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna do another video about that and get into like some reality, the reality TV shows, maybe some series as well, because I've been watching a couple different ones and stuff, like on the weekend and stuff. But yeah, I really feel like Druski did a great job. They definitely need to let him host next year, because he's young, he's inspiring, and he's just doing so many great things when it comes to making folks laugh on TV. It's like he really know what to do and how to do it. And I think that's a great thing. I don't know who else could take a BET Awards and raise it up. Like, I feel like it's been leveled up. Like, it was down on the ground. It was almost buried and almost had a tombstone with names on it. But Druski brought it back to life. Like, I don't know who else can do that. Hello, 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 KG. What's up? What's up? I don't know who else could, revive, or who else could have revived BET like that. But I don't know. I just know they need to bring him back next year, because they might can actually make this thing work. I don't know, but they're gonna have to get better with the people they honor and who they're giving their awards to. They're gonna have to do better when it comes to that. Now, as far as the performances and stuff, they need to do better on that too, because I didn't know who a lot of those people were. But I guess at the same time, they give you people you know, and then you see people you don't know, and then you get to know them, even though that doesn't make a lot of us know them. We don't actually want to see people we don't know. But I guess somebody knows them, right? I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it, how y'all felt about it. Did y'all watch the BET Awards? Okay. Who was your favorite, right? If you had to vote, who was your favorite performer? Okay. Who was the best dressed female? Who was the best dressed male? I would say, in my opinion, I would give the flyest outfit, male outfit, to the baby. Mine is that little church lady hat. That hat gots to go. Speaking of hat, my hair came down. That's crazy. Talk about people's hair or hats. I didn't like that church lady hat. That gots to go. Far as the female best dress, it's between that Olandria girl and Lotto. Just seeing Lotto body just looking banging like that after she done just had a baby, like, girl, okay? And then the Alondra with that pretty brown skin and that yellow dress, like, I don't know. To me, I can't decide right there. And then far as the best performance, I don't know. I would have to give it to Cardi B because I'm a Cardi B fan. And I felt like I liked the fact, and I said this already, that she had that whole performance and it didn't look like her tour. I love that. She changed it up. She has great people around her. That's what that tells you there. She has a good support system. She has a good team around her. She needs to definitely keep that. Okay, get rid of them sorry men. Keep your team, because they're keeping her, helping her look good out here. And who do I feel like should have been honored? Angie Stone definitely should have been honored. She probably should have got the Legend Award, gave the Icon Award to Lauryn Hill, and then Janet Jackson should have had some type of honor as well for her still being here as an artist, still a great artist. She still goes on tour, okay? I think she just got off tour, okay, before her birthday. But I thought it was real, I thought it was funny how Jay or Bay didn't get no type of award. So I guess that's why they didn't show up. They not awarding us shit, so we're not going to show up. But that just lets you know that the game might not be rigged. It might not be rigged. But I don't know. Anyway, that's my opinion. You guys let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section. Great show. Y'all check out all the little clips and stuff, okay? Because I ain't going to lead you wrong. All right? If it was a hot mess, you know I would say it's a hot mess. That would be my pleasure to say it was a hot mess. But they did very great with the BET Awards. Hopefully they'll keep up the good work, okay? And everyone looked good and everything. Yeah, that's it, and that's all. Thank y'all so much for watching my YouTube channel here. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel if you're not, okay? Your girl is trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, y'all, and that's on the lower end. I told someone who just got 100K subscribers, because I talked to him like that. Okay, and he won't come on my channel because he doesn't like the drama. But and he was like, oh wow, he said the last time I had 1,000 subscribers was years ago. I was like, it kind of made me feel bad, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to live in my achievement, okay, in my moments. I'm not going to let no one tear that down. And if you are a YouTuber just like me out here and you're like trying to make it, trying to, get subscribers and get, your watch time up and everything, keep going, okay? Stay in your lane. All right, don't compare yourself to other people. Don't compete with other people, because you're in your lane for a reason. Right? And if you put the footage out there or the content out there, people will watch. So thank you to all my subscribers. Okay, I really appreciate it. Chris, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure y'all continue to subscribe so I can get to 1,000. Okay. All right. Yes, y'all. And my birthday is coming up again. Hey, it's Cancer season, y'all. That's what it is. Yeah, but subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know how y'all felt about the BET Awards. Okay, let's talk about it in the comment section. You guys have a very, very awesome Monday. Peace.